Don't talk too loud this morning. My goodness, light. See, I can't even talk. Late last night in the club. See a cashing for the fourth time this year. And those of us, but guess what? We're professionals, and we're back at it. It's a Monday morning. A lot of you starting your work week. We're here with you. This is the end of our week. We do everything differently here at the Early Edge, your sports betting brand of record. We're powered, as always, by the almighty SportsLine, the best value in all sports betting, and it's not close. Now, all the odds on the Early Edge provided by our incredible partners, the king of all sports books, BetMGM, across the board all week, because we start on Tuesdays. We had a really solid week. All of my cappers coming through strong last week. Look at our man EC starting to turn it around. I told you he would start to get it. All right, now do not forget, tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time, we count down to what I think could be a sneaky good Monday night game. It's the Broncos, it's the Bills, Buffalo in a must-win situation if they want to have any dreams of making a playoff run. But when you have a playoff Monday, what do? Do you bring in your C team? Do you bring in your backups? No. You bring in your absolute very best. Bring in the stars of the show, Snake. You know them. You love them. And here on a Monday, we go 5 wide. My man Proppy is here. Buckets is here. Maestro is here. And my man, the 5-tool player, is here, AB. Now, who gets the 15 seconds this morning? Well, I believe it should go to a man who took down another man on the show in a showdown. So, Maestro, if you don't mind, sir, you get our 15 seconds this morning.
Well, I appreciated the showdown with Buckets. It was a great sweat, and the money was in my Venmo like as soon as the field goal went through the upright. So total credit for you. And pick out a gameless week. Let's do it again.
Buckets, any response to that?
Yeah, Coach, I'm currently in the process of moving, so I will be doing no showdowns for the next couple of months as my bank keeps calling me and saying, what the hell are you doing? So, yeah, great showdown, well-deserved win, but I think I have to pull back a little bit here.
Full transparency, because we have a little meeting before the show, and I use the term false bravado in describing Buckets. If anybody in the chat knows what false bravado means, could you tap it in there? Type it in there for me, please, so Buckets knows what false bravado means. Proppy, can you handle your boy, please? Can you handle your boy?
2024, Coach. 2024.
All right, it's time to play Fade or Follow tonight, Monday night. Here's what the numbers look like. The Buffalo Bills, it's come down, guys. It's come down to 7. That is huge. The total, 47.5. Got to start with, man, that's everything NFL to us at SportsLine. That, of course, is Larry Hartstein. Are we fading or are we following the Bills as a favorite tonight?
Definitely fading the Bills, especially at 7.5 minus 120, which is where you can still get it. They have a pretty bad injury report, and they already lost so many key guys earlier in the season, talking about Matt Milano and Tre'Davious White and Daquan Jones. And now the safety Micah Hyde is out. Christian Benford, the corner, is out. One of their key linebackers, Terrell Bernard, also questionable. The Broncos, they've got no one on the injury report. They're coming off the bye, completely healthy, aside from the guys they put on IR earlier. And this team isn't as bad as they were the first 5 weeks. So, yeah, I think the Bills get the win, but I think it's close.
Let's remember, they just recently took down the Kansas City Chiefs. That was a big win for them. By the way, all of that information Maestro just gave you, do you want to do the work? Stop it. All right, Proppy, 2024. Let's go. Fading, following, Bills as a favorite.
It's a close one here, Coach. I know I say this often, but this matchup really intrigues me here. I have a slight lean to the Bills here, even at the points. Again, the Denver Broncos are playing a lot better than they were earlier in the season. Certainly, you have to concede that. They were absolutely dismal on a historical pace defensively. Certainly looking better here. They've gotten a lot healthier. I really think this comes down to discipline. How disciplined can Josh Allen play? Does he play hero ball, or does he take what the defense gives him? This Broncos team, they keep everything in front of them, especially recently. They play the third most too high safety coverage in the NFL, so they are not going to get beat by the deep pass. We've seen seen Josh Allen struggle when he tries to force things and he tries to play hero ball. If he takes what the defense is given to him, makes a lot of short completions, leans heavily on the run game as well, I do think the Bills can come out here and win by double digits. I think Josh Allen's playing great football this season. The record would indicate otherwise, but I really think it's been issues around him, not really Josh Allen. So I believe in Josh Allen. I think we're seeing his maturation process. Give me the Bills tonight.
Proper, you are aware it's a 30-minute show, correct?
I am, Coach.
You're the best. All right, now, I may have asked my question too soon. That is next level kind of stuff. That's how good you have to be. Now, AB, as I come to you, I want you to tackle a little question from the chat as well. Josh Allen over 28.5 pass attempts, I believe is the number they're asking about. Talk to me.
I like the overpass attempts. However, I want to start Monday morning with a little bit of a trivia question for our man Buckets, because it's Monday. Who wants to be at work? We've got to get the energy level up for everybody. So Buckets, here is your trivia question, okay? Since week 6 in the NFL, we have had 14 primetime games. How many of those 14 have hit the under?
Okay. Let me do a little bit of math here, AB, and see if I can get this figured out for us. Carry the 2. I'm going to say 13 of the 14, AB.
Bingo. You are 100% correct. Correct.
Yes.
He's on absolute fire with everything that he's doing. 13-1 primetime unders since week 6. So why would anybody fight what is going on? I will take the under 47.5 because the Broncos, as healthy, can run the football and keep it away from Buffalo and eat clock and run this thing down. Give me the under 47.5.
I'm very conflicted right now, AB, because I love the trivia. I'm shocked he got it right, but I hate unders. I hate unders.
I do too. I know.
Damn it. All right. Buckets, I don't even know how you get these things. I just don't even know.
I swear to God, I didn't even tell him either. Like,
no, and everybody thinks it's a shtick. I get it all the time. Oh, your shtick with Buckets is it's not a shtick. This is real life.
Can I give you my reasoning real quick?
Please.
It's November 13th today. It's that simple.
Do you want to do the work?
Do you want to do the work, Coach? I didn't think so.
I can't wait. I can't wait until Buckets is on Madden with Coach.
EA Sports is on line 1 saying that will never happen. That will never happen. Jared is just laughing his whatever off. Snug the cat, same thing. You find this funny? You find my pain funny? Now, I hate to do this, but lately, this has been cashing week after week after week. And here it is, the Buckets no-fly zone. So after the 2 French quarterbacks went toe-to-toe yesterday, what are we doing today, Buckets?
Well, Coach, you missed me over the weekend. Yesterday when Sia was hosting, I actually picked the German quarterback, A. O'Connell, to go the INT, and that hit as well. So we're going to keep things rolling here. But, AB, I want your help on this one, little AB Buckets collab on the no-fly zone, because I realize I haven't done something very important to me yet. I have yet this season to go off the board, AB. So if we're not going to pick one of these two, AB, who has a shot of throwing an INT today? Anybody?
Well, the tough part is that we only have one game, so you're going to have to choose ahead of time. But I like the way that you look in advance. And I would say...
so it's just these two playing tonight, though?
That's all we have tonight. Yep.
Okay, my bad. Well, if we're going to do it that way, then I've got a little quarter here. Let me give the old girl a flip. Let's go with Jay Allen tonight, AB. That's about as good of research as I'm going to do on one of these. And it keeps hitting, so we might as well keep doing the exact same thing. Love Jay Allen to enter the no-fly zone today because it landed tails.
I can't wait to see the video that comes out on Instagram of the guy that thinks all we do is waste time with you, because after today, he's literally going to lose his mind. Like, literally cannot handle 1 second of this foolishness. Oh, where are you, big boy? You haven't been in the chat lately. Interesting, because he's hitting every single one of these plays. That's why you're not complaining, because you're cashing tickets. Now, where do we cash those tickets? That begs the question. Well, new BetMGM customers can sign up today, get $200 in bonus bets. Just place your first wager of at least $10, and you will receive $200 instantly in bonus bets, regardless of your wager's outcome, with bonus code EDGE200. That's bonus code EDGE200. And a big-time thank you to all of you who have already signed up from BetMGM. It's been amazing. 2024. Can't wait for all the fun, exciting things we're going to do there. Now, as you know, when basketball starts, we really get ramped up. We've got all the sports basically playing at the same time, especially on CBS Sports Network.
It's never too soon for college hoops. It's the Arizona Tip-Off on CBS Sports Network.
Oh, 7 days a week. You got something? Now, Proppy, I'm going to come to you, big boy, because you have seamlessly transitioned from just little baseball into football, and now you're already, because SportsLine has evolved into NBA props, and you're killing it there too. So if you don't mind, sir, could you start our board off today?
Absolutely, Coach. I've got a 2-pack of plays as well, starting with a power forward in the Eastern Conference that plays for Toronto, a man known as Spicy P, a.k.a. Pascal Siakam. I'd like him to go over 20.5 points, Coach. Been somewhat of a disappointing start to the season, but if we look at all the underlying metrics here, everything is good in my opinion. He's shooting the ball a ton. The usage is way up. He's averaging 23 field goal attempts over the last 2 games. What I really like is this matchup against the Washington Wizards. They are the worst team in the NBA. If you have yet to watch them, I wouldn't recommend it personally, but they're excellent for targeting against player props to go over their points. So love Siakam in this matchup against the Wizards. They're first in pace, and they are bottom 5 in defensive efficiency. That is the exact recipe for a spike game. So if Siakam plays 30, 32 minutes tonight, gets up 15-plus shots, he should easily cash this. And then we're going to look at another power forward in the Eastern Conference, talking about Evan Mobley, one of my favorite players in the NBA. Gave this out on the site at 14.5. It's currently 15.5. I'd still play it there, but I'd maybe scale down to half a unit here. Playing against the Sacramento Kings, another team that plays fast. When I say play fast, I mean they add extra possessions. Additional possessions create more opportunities, typically lend to more field goal attempts. That's why I tend to target these specific statistics here. So I like Evan Mobley to have a big game against the Kings and get some extra shots up tonight. It's going to be both power forwards to go over tonight, Coach.
Jared says, I love it, Proppy. A good high school player could drop 20 on Washington. That's why we're playing it, big boy. Now, some people, they miss shows over the weekend, and, you know, my memory isn't as good as it used to be. The other day, if you were a SportsLine member, they got Giannis. I believe the number was 26.5, and you like to challenge yourself. So you tried to do it in the first half. Can you kind of recall what that pick was? I can't remember.
It was Giannis over 26.5, Coach. Ended up closing at 32.5. Some tremendous value there. Unfortunately, Coach came up just a half point shy in the first half with 26. Ended up with 54, though, so we cashed it. Very happy to see that.
Hey, man, you got to challenge yourself when you're the greatest. Sometimes you got to make your own standards. Maestro, go.
And Proppy is off to a 24-8 start, up 15 units on the site in NBA props.
Oh, my goodness. This just feels like a great time to say this. If you're not a SportsLine member, courtesy the Maestro, courtesy Proppy, courtesy Buckets, courtesy 8, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, I'm going to do you a solid right here, right now. I'm going to give you 60% off the quarterly plan. That's 3 months, Buckets. Use that promo code COACH. QR code's right there. Sportsline.com/join. Now, throughout the year, because you guys all watch Galazzo, then you know that there are different times in the schedule where the big boys take some time off. But we don't. So we had to dig deep today, Buckets. We had to go way down south. We had to go way over there. I almost feel like we're regurgitating the here or there bet that we used to do. I need to, and I need to go deep. Let's go.
Coach, the bad part about international break is that means no top European leagues playing for the next 2 weeks. The good part means that to find value, as you mentioned, we have to dig deep. That means you guys get to hear me try to pronounce some very, very difficult teams to say. And we are going to start this journey off in the Polish Ekstraklasa and a matchup between Lutz Chorzów versus Radomiak Radom. This is in the Polish top flight, and this match is at 1 p.m. this afternoon. And we're going to be backing the visitors, Radomiak Radom, here on the draw no bet line at -130. Rach Hoshov is a newly promoted side that, frankly, just isn't ready to be in the top flight. This is a team that has played 13 matches so far this season, and they've only won a single match out of their 13, which was their home opener against Lodz, which is the only team worse than them on the table. The fact that we can get Radomiak Radom draw no bet with that safety net at -125, even though it's a little bit of juice, against a club that's only won a single time this year, that's tremendous value, and that is how you dig deep during the international break. Then, from Poland to a country that I'm 90% sure is in South America, Argentina. We're going to the Copa de Liga Profesional in a match that doesn't start until 5 p.m. this afternoon. So a bit later than we're used to in the soccer world. But we've got a good match between Sarmiento as they host Godoy Cruz. And when I say good match, I mean awful match. Here's your warning, everybody. If you like watching goals, don't watch this game. If you like beautiful golazzos and high-powered offenses, do not watch this game. If you like having fun and just being happy in life, don't watch this game. This is the kind of bet you're going to place. You're going to go watch Monday Night Football. You're going to take your partner out on a nice dinner. You're going to do anything but watch this match. These are two of the most defensive teams playing in one of the most defensive leagues in all of the countries. All of them, Coach. This is a match that very well could end 0-0. It could end 0-1, 1-1. It's just not going to be a fun one. But we can still find value by taking Godoy Cruz draw no bet again at -130 because Sarmiento is not a team that is good enough to win. They're a team that's good enough to draw. One win in their last 11, but both of these teams have more draws than they do wins or losses. This could end in a draw, but give yourself that safety net for the better team here.
I hate to say this. Really, really smart way to play these two games. As a fellow #NextLevelSoccer capper, the value you get in this is if it is a draw. So you heard him say 1 out of 13 games, right? So if it's a draw, this bet, you get your money back. So you have that. It's not the money line. It's the draw no bet line. So the juice is a little bit higher, but you have that safety net, which we absolutely love. Now, Glenn in the chat also says, stop it, Buckets. Just stop it. I feel that way, and I wake up that way every single day. All right. Now, not only do we have college basketball, and I've already heard from two of my absolute rock stars. Apparently, Proppy didn't want to stick around. So, just like he's just gone. But not just college basketball. We also have college football this week. Little ahead of time, UNLV, better than people think. Nobody's paying attention to them. AB, where can they get all of our college football knowledge every single week on Wednesday?
They can find it at the Early Edge College Football Weekly Preview Show at 3 p.m. Eastern. Week 12 coming up. We have 2 big weeks left in the regular season, and it is getting close to rivalry week.
Oh, can't wait. Me, AB, EC, who's catching fire, and our man Chip. But for the here and the now, AB, I need to know about today. What do you got?
Well, we just lost PropStarz. He went to go put it and set his DVR to watch that good boy Sargento cheese matchup tonight at 5 p.m., whatever time zone that's in. But we've got 2 plays for the NFL tonight, and this is what we're going to do. First off, we're going to take over 2.5 turnovers in this game because Josh Allen has thrown a pick in essentially every single game this season. I think he's done it in 5 straight. And Russell Wilson, he'll put one up too, but more on that tonight at 7:30 p.m. Eastern for the Monday Night Football kickoff primetime preview show, breaking down the no-fly zones. We're going to take it over 2.5. Now, if you look at BetMGM on your app, if you go inside this game, it just released maybe 2 minutes ago. Go inside the app, inside this game, click players, then click defensive. You have over 1.5 interceptions from both quarterbacks tonight combined. Could come with Russ throwing 2, Josh throwing 2, 1 and 1. However, over 1.5 at plus 175. Wonderful odds from BetMGM, so check that one out. Now, our second play, we were talking about false bravado. Well, you know what? Russell Wilson, he's got some bravado in his game. And tonight, we're going to take him over 21.5 rushing yards because he knows primetime cameras all over him, all over the team. And give him credit, whether you like Russ, whether you hate Russ, whether you like Sierra, whatever. He will run the football when he gets flushed out of the pocket, especially tonight. He has hit this in, I believe, 3 of his last 4 games. One of them, he hit it in one rush. So we don't need a ton. And the beautiful part is that I don't think he's going to be kneeling for victory at the end of this game. So we don't have to worry about that taking away the rush yards either.
That is the worst way to lose a rushing prop. Hey, Alex, if you don't like us, just tell us you don't like us. I mean, you come in and out, all moody and everything.
I rage quit after Buckets gave his take, Coach.
Props did not like that Godoy Cruz draw no bet. I get it, Proppy. I get it.
I'd like you to stick to the European League. I know you have no choice right now, Buckets.
You too. When you guys officially kick off your campaign, it's going to be something else. It truly, truly is. I'm seeing like a cross sport parlay every day. You know, BetMGM. I see a lot of it up here. I'm still working on pinpointing it down. But if you two can sit there for a second, it's about time we bring in our resident closer, the man who's been here since day freaking one. And as the show continues to grow, we continue to have these great memories. But I love the memories of cashing tickets, Larry Hartstein. So if you don't mind, let me check my notes. I need an NFL play, and I need an NBA play. Can you help me out?
I got you, Coach. I'm going to start with the Denver Broncos plus 7.5, minus 120. You look back at the last several weeks, and the Broncos defense is actually 12th in EPA allowed, and the Bills defense is 29th, because you just cannot lose that many starters and still be the same defense, especially with Von Miller not back to nearly what his form used to be. If the Bills get up 14, which is a very likely scenario, I still feel the Broncos can get us through the back door. They've really only had one disastrous performance against the Dolphins, and coming out of a bye, road teams, a very focused spot. Also 9-1 against the number for the Broncos in their last 10 coming off the bye. So I really am on the Broncos tonight to just be competitive. And then in the NBA, I'm going to take what looks like kind of a strange line to see the Cavaliers, who are under 500, favored at Sacramento, which is traditionally a good team, but at home. But De'Aaron Fox is doubtful despite practicing on Sunday. Without him, this has been one of the worst offenses in the NBA, bar none. They did get a win over OKC, but I don't think Keegan Murray and Kevin Huerter are going to go off for 52 points again. And Jared Allen is back. The Cavaliers are basically healthy. They're a very good defensive team. I'm going to lay the small number with the road team.
I think you undersold how bad the Sacramento Kings have been without De'Aaron Fox. Not good at all. I love that play. AB, go.
Yeah, Maestro just brought up Kevin Huerter. Wasn't that the person that Buckets accidentally put like $8,000 on Huerter to hit over 1.5 threes last year, and it hit?
Yeah. Yes, it did.
I remember tweeting out saying, guys, I accidentally just placed a 100-unit bet for me, so let's see how this goes.
100 units. And it smashed. It hit in like 2 minutes.
Oh, my God. All right. If you want more NBA picks or more NFL picks, you know what to do. By the way, I failed to mention it. I just saw in the chat, Amags is in the chat right now. So you guys have been asking him questions. He's going to dip his toe into the NFL world this year. So he's working his way into our football as well. Now, we do have one play from SportsLine itself. We're going to go Norfolk State college basketball, minus 6.5. And I'm going to read you why from Matty Severance. Norfolk State has bludgeoned its 2 opponents so far, but they were cupcakes. It is picked to contend in the EMEAC again, while Hampton is picked to finish second last in the CAA. Norfolk State minus 6.5 is the play. Now, how do you feel about, Maestro? The entire chat is against you because Big Cheesy is a season ticket holder for the Sacramento Kings, so he has everybody revved up against you. What do you say to them?
I say good luck, Big Cheesy, and I hope your Kings show out really well and then kind of fade down the stretch and lose by 3.
Wouldn't that be amazing if it happens just like that? Oh, God, be amazing. All right. What a good, fun show today. All right, for those of you starting your work week, let's pick it up. A lot of energy. You're blessed to be alive today. So here we go. Thank you, Snake. Grab your paper. Grab your pencil. The Maestro is on the Broncos plus the 7.5. If you have it at 7, we highly encourage you to buy that half point. It's such a big deal in a lot of instances. Then in the NBA, the Cavs on the road. Minus 2.5 against the Kings. Then Buckets. Go to Cruz. Draw no bet. Minus 130. That league again is?
The Argentinian Liga de Profesional.
And Radom. Draw no bet is?
The Polish Ekstraklasa, coach, and that match starts at 1 p.m. this afternoon.
10 a.m. Pacific time. Now, Proppy, Evan Mobley over 15.5 points, minus 118. Then Pascal Siakam over 20.5 points, minus 115. Then AB, 2 plays from Monday Night Football. Broncos-Bills. Let's go over 2.5 turnovers, minus 115. It's kind of turning into our over 2.5 goal bet. I love that. Just taking it from soccer to the NFL. Then Russell Wilson. Using his legs. We know he will do this. Over 21.5 rush yards, minus 115. Then one play from SportsLine. College basketball, Norfolk State, minus 6.5, minus 110. A gentle reminder tonight, 7:30 p.m. Eastern time. It is prime time early edge. We count down to the Broncos, to the Bills, all the props, all the sides, the totals. The whole crew will be here to end week 10. In the National Football League. All right, that's all the damage that we can do. But as I told you, start to get revved up for more early edge. We're not stopping. 2024 is our year. That's why every single day we bring this energy. And I can tell you this, there's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Proppy, sometimes Buckets, Maestro, AB, my man the Snake, the executive producer of this entire brand, always behind the scenes. I am simply the coach, trying to keep this train on said track. We grind for you so we can win with you. It's truly what we're all about right here at the early edge. Good luck.